Hello, good day. How are you today? You're good, right? Okay. Are you ready for today's lesson? You are? That is good. Today in elementary science, we are going to be looking at living and non-living things, natural and man-made things. Okay? Are we ready for the lesson? Okay, that is good. So first we are going to be looking at meaning of living things. What do we mean by living things? Living things are things that are alive and can do certain things that non-living things can do. Some characteristics of living things: movement, growth, reproduction, response to stimuli, breathing, need for food and water, and cells. So these are the characteristics of living things, okay? Living things are organisms that have life. Living things can move. Living things can grow. They can reproduce, respond to stimuli, breathe. They also need food and water to survive, and they have cells, okay? We have the plants, dogs, animals, human beings, okay? Do you understand? So living things are organisms that exhibit life processes. They grow, reproduce, respond to stimulus, okay? And we have plants, animals, human beings. So examples of living things, we have animals, dogs, cats, birds, fish, insects, frogs. There are so many animals, right? They are all living things, okay? Then plants, we have trees, flowers, grass, ferns. All these are living things, okay? Different plants, they are living things. Plants do grow, right? They respond to stimuli. They produce. So all these are living things. Then humans. Humans are also living things. We do grow, we breathe, we respond to stimuli, we reproduce, right? And we move also. Sea creatures, fish, dolphins, sharks, they are all living things, okay? Do you understand? Now we know the concept living things, right? Let's look at the meaning of non-living things. Non-living things are objects or things that are not alive. They do not grow, move on their own, breathe, eat, or respond to the world around them like living things do. Non-living things are often made by people or are part of natural world but do not have life in them. Non-living things do not have life, okay? They are part of the natural world or they are made by people. We have the rocks, water, air, table, chair. They are all non-living things. Do you understand? Non-living things lack the characteristics of life. They do not grow, they do not reproduce, they do not respond to stimuli, okay? Let's look at some examples of non-living things. We have the rocks. Rocks are hard and solid. They do not grow, move, or respond to anything. We know rocks, right? Toys. You have toys. Toys can be fun to play with, but they are not alive. They do not eat, breathe, or grow. Do your toys eat? Do they grow? Do they breathe? So they are non-living things. They do not have the characteristics of living things. We have the books. Books contain stories and information, but they are not alive. They do not move or respond to anything. Does your book move? No, right? Does your book eat? It doesn't. So books are non-living things. Cars. Cars can take people from one place to another, but they are not alive. Cars move, right? But they are not alive. They do not grow. They do not eat. So cars are also non-living things. Tables and chairs. These are objects we use every day. We use tables and chairs, but they are not living. They are not alive. They do not have feelings or thoughts. Stones. Just like rocks, stones are non-living and don't have the characteristics of living things. Stones are like rocks, right? They do not have the characteristics of living things. Stones can't move, they can't eat, they don't breathe. Stones can only move when you carry them, when you move them. Then we have computers. Computers help us do many things, but they are not alive. They work because people program them to do specific tasks. So these are examples of living things. We can now differentiate living things and non-living things, right? Okay, that is good. So living things are organisms that have life, such as plants, animals, and humans, and non-living things do not have life, like rocks, water, air, stones, tables, chairs, computers, okay? So next we're going to be looking at meaning of natural things. What do we mean by natural things? Natural things are objects, creatures, and elements that exist in the world around us and are not made by people. They are part of nature and are found in the environment. Natural things are found in nature and not made by humans, like rocks and plants, okay? Natural things exist in nature and are not created or significantly altered by humans. They occur through natural processes, okay? We're going to be looking at examples of natural things. We have plants. Trees, flowers, grass, and all types of greenery are natural things because they grow in nature without human intervention. Animals. Animals like dogs, cats, birds, insects, and fish are natural things because they are living creatures that exist in wild or as pets. Rocks and minerals. Rocks, stones, and minerals like quartz or granite are natural things found in the Earth's crust. We have water. Rivers, lakes, oceans, and rainwater are natural sources of water. Weather. Weather conditions like sunshine, rain, snow, wind are natural phenomena. Mountains and hills. Large landforms like mountains and hills are natural parts of the Earth's surface. Sun and moon. The sun, moon, stars are natural objects that exist in the sky. Air. The air we breathe is a natural part of the Earth's atmosphere. So all these are natural things that exist in nature. They are not created by anybody. They are not created by human beings. Okay? Do you understand? Now let's look at meaning of man-made things. Man-made things, also known as human-made things, are objects, structures, and items that are created, built, or produced by people. These things do not occur naturally in the environment but are designed, manufactured, or crafted by humans for various purposes. So man-made things are created by humans. They are products of human design, okay? Often using materials found in the natural world. Do you understand? Now we're going to be looking at examples of man-made things. We have houses. Homes where people live are man-made structures constructed by builders and architects. The houses we live in. We have cars. Vehicles like cars, trucks, and bicycles are man-made and are used for transportation. Their toys, dolls, action figures, and games are examples of man-made items that people play with. Buildings, skyscrapers, schools, and shopping malls are constructed by people for various purposes. All these are man-made things, right? Clothes. Clothing items like shirts, pants, and dresses are made by designers and manufacturers. Furniture. Chairs, tables, and beds are created by people to furnish homes and spaces. Books. Books are written, printed, and bound by authors, publishers, and printers. Electronics. Devices like smartphones, computers, televisions are manufactured by technology companies. They are examples of man-made things. Tools. Hammers, screwdrivers, and wrenches are man-made tools used for various tasks. Art and crafts. Paintings, sculptures, and handmade crafts are created by artists and craftsmen. So all these are man-made things, okay? I'm sure by now we're able to differentiate between natural things and man-made things, right? Natural things are found in nature and not made by humans, right? Like rocks, all the things we mentioned. And man-made things are created by humans, such as buildings, cars, all what we mentioned, right? Good. So now let's identify living things and non-living things. I'm sure you are going to be able to identify living things here and non-living things, and also identify man-made things and natural things. It's going to be easy, right? So we understood today's lesson. So here, living things, we have this as a living thing: trees, boys, dogs, butterfly, right? Non-living things: cars, umbrella, bag, carp, right? So this is living or non-living. I'm sure you'll be able to answer that. Good. Here we have man-made things and natural things. Clouds, is it man-made or natural? Is this man-made or natural? Is this man-made or natural? Is this man-made or natural? I'm sure you're going to be able to identify it. Car, is it a man-made or natural? Okay, so identify them, okay? So today's lesson on living and non-living things and natural and man-made things, we understood everything we talked about, right? Okay, that is good. So I'm sure we're going to be able to do our assignments. It's easy, right? Okay, that is good.